Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making the DIY dry shampoo that I've been using for a couple of years now, and I'm also going to be going over how I like to use it and some tips and tricks that I have learned along the way while using this dry shampoo. But before I start, I want to talk about a few things. And these are reasons that I switched to the DIY recipe that I'll be showing you that I've been using. The first reason is a lot of these typical store-bought dry shampoos have dangerous and harmful ingredients. We have a video that talks all about this topic. So if you want to check it out to learn more, I highly encourage you to, because there's a lot of ingredients in our everyday products found in our typical grocery stores that are really scary, and we should be more aware of them. Also, a lot of these store-bought products, they come in these plastic containers, and that just adds to our waste problem. If you're currently using a dry shampoo that's in an aerosol can, I want to encourage you to stop. Aerosols are a huge concern. They can contribute to smog, harm the environment, and hurt human health. Possible dangers caused by smog include asthma attacks, respiratory problems, and low birth weights in newborns. Smog is also especially harmful to children. And if you think about it, you're spraying it around your eyes, your nose, your mouth, so you're absorbing it through there, and then you're also absorbing it through your skin, so it's just not very safe to be using. Aerosol cans contain VOCs, and the EPA has determined that many VOCs used in aerosol products are either suspected or proven carcinogens. Plus, these cans are very difficult to recycle. I'm like 90% sure that if you throw them in your recycle bin at home, it's not going to get recycled. This information also runs hand in hand with hairspray. I kind of figured I'd throw that in there because they're in the same category. I don't typically use hairspray. I very, very rarely do. And the one that I use, I bought on Etsy. If you guys aren't into DIYs, I will link some products in the description below that I would recommend. I am currently living in Denver, and it is extremely dry here compared to the East Coast, which is where I pretty much spent my whole life. So I don't need to use the dry shampoo as much as I used to. I might use it one time per wash. So I wash my hair about once a week, and then I might put in some dry shampoo like midway through. I put it in yesterday. I don't need it again. I'll probably wash my hair tomorrow. This is kind of what it looks like. I do want to say that these ingredients, they might not work for you. When I was doing research on this video, I did come across some articles that said that dry shampoo can be really harmful and really bad for you. I have not experienced this or anything bad happen, but I do know that some people can be very allergic to certain ingredients, especially baking soda. I had a friend that made her own deodorant, and she had a very bad allergic reaction to it, and she had to even go to the doctor. So I just want to say, I am not a professional. Please do your research and kind of try to figure out what's going to work best for you. This recipe might not be good for you, but maybe it can give you some ideas, so that's why I wanted to make this video. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff. This recipe is extremely simple to make. You might even have some of the ingredients at home already. And honestly, if you look at different recipes online, there's so many different ingredients you can use, from cornstarch to bentonite clay, baking soda, charcoal. I've even seen oat flour on some ingredients lists. So play around with it. I did play around with my recipe a little bit in the beginning, and I found that I enjoyed using the arrowroot powder because it's like kind of soft and fluffy, and it feels really light in your hair. It has the same consistency as cornstarch, So cornstarch would also do a great job, especially if you already have some in your cabinet. This one I do get at the zero waste store, so that's really awesome that I can reuse an old container. The other ingredient is cacao powder. I really like this because I have darker hair and it doesn't make my hair look as gray when I put it in, if that makes any sense. But if you have blonde hair, you might just want to use a little cornstarch or arrowroot powder, and that will probably do the trick for you. Also, I really like the smell of the cacao powder. Makes my hair smell nice and chocolatey. So I literally just take a scoop of the arrowroot powder to a scoop of the cocoa powder. Now you can put it through a flour sifter, but one, I don't have one, and two, I'm pretty lazy, so I don't really ever do that, but it will make it a much smoother consistency. It won't be as clumpy and it will be easier to apply. So if you want to put it through a flour sifter, go for it. Another thing is I don't want to fill my jar up too much. One, this will last a really, really long time. Two, it's going to make the application process more challenging if you are applying it with a brush like I prefer to do. I just find that the brush applies much more evenly to my hair. You can also put it in like an old spice shaker and apply it on your head by shaking it and then kind of giving yourself a nice toss. I like to use an upcycled wide mouth jar and the brush I had laying around my house or my old art classroom. After mixing, shake it up. I like to look at the color. I like that color, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. When I'm using the brush, I wanna fill the brush up with the powder, but I wanna get rid of the excess. And this is also why I don't wanna fill it up too much, so I have the room to get rid of it. Then to apply, I kind of lightly paint my hair with it, working from my scalp out. I don't like to touch my brush directly on my scalp or part. I find it clumps up on my scalp more. I also flip my hair around and apply it all around my head. I also like to give my hair a nice shake out and like sometimes I'll even, do the good old hair flip, and that really helps move the dry shampoo around my hair more so that it doesn't look so oily. I would recommend applying this without clothes on, or at least the clothes that you're going to be going out in, because there have been more times than I can count that I have gotten dry shampoo on my clothes and I've had to change them. So just be aware of that. It is messy. It takes a little bit of time to get used to. One other thing that you can add is an essential oil. I don't really prefer to do this, mainly because I use a hair mask that has essential oils in it already, and I just don't think I need that many essential oils on my scalp. That pretty much wraps this video up. If you guys have any questions, comments, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. I will include any of the articles that I used for research, maybe even some extra recipes for you guys in the description below. We also have a Ko-fi page if you would like to donate to our channel. That would be wonderful. We would so greatly appreciate that. If not, and you liked this video, please give us a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We have all sorts of videos. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.